आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Hello students, question is the domain of fx is equals to 2 times fractional part x square minus 3 times fractional part x plus 1, where curly bracket denotes the fractional part function. Okay, and there are 4 options. We have to say which of the following options is correct. So let's solve this problem. We know that the first thing we know about this fractional part is this value is always less than 1 and greater than equals to 0. Okay, and next thing about a square root is under a square root, if there is f of x, then this f of x is greater than equals to 0. So inside this, there is 2 times fractional part of x square minus 3 times fractional part of x plus 1. This will be greater than equals to 0. And if we'll consider this fractional part t, so this will become t square. So this will become 2t square minus 3t plus 1 greater than equals to 0. Okay. Now we can factorize this by finding its root. So its first root will be 1. How I know this? Because the sum of coefficient is 0. And in any quadratic, if sum of coefficient is 0, then its root is 1. 2 minus 3 plus 1 is 0, then its root is 1. And for any quadratic, if one root is 1, then other root is c by a. So other root of this quadratic will be 1 by 2. Okay. 1 by 2. Now I am going to write this quadratic as factorization of any quadratic x square plus bx plus c if its root alpha and beta is known is a times x minus alpha into x minus beta. So this will be 2 times t minus 1 and t minus 1 by 2, and here you can see t is fractional part x. So like fractional part x minus 1 and fractional part x minus 1 by 2. Okay, and this is greater than equals to 0. Now I am going to draw number line minus infinity to infinity, 1 and 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2 and this is 1. If we'll take any number, first consider this t, then draw number line. If we'll take any number greater than 1 and you will place at place of t, then this whole term will be positive. Okay, and if we'll take any number between 1 by 2 to 1 and if you'll place at place of t, this whole term will be negative. And if you take any number less than 1 by 2 and you will place at place of t, then this whole term will be positive. Okay students, now see, there is equals to 0 sign. So any quadratic is 0 at their root, so 1 and 1 by 2 will be included. And there is positive, so positive is between 1 to infinity and minus infinity to 1 by 2. So fractional part x, okay, will be first this part greater than equals to 1, which is never possible, which is not possible. Why not possible? Because in starting I have written fractional part value is always between 0 to 1. Okay, so this was our first interval, and the second interval is fractional part x should be less than equals to 1 by 2. And we know that fractional part x is greater than 0, so we'll have to write also greater than equals to 0 sign by our own. And for this, x will be less than equals to, okay, and greater than equals to n and less than equals to n plus 1 by 2. Okay, students, where n belongs to integer. No problem. Now I'm going to find answer. You can see the answer is starting from integer and ending at integer plus 1 by 2. So in these two options, answer is starting from integer. Minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2, okay, sorry, minus 1, minus 1. Here, this 1 by 2 is not starting from integer, but answer is starting from integer, then ending to fraction. So this is starting from fraction, ending to integer. So this option will be incorrect, and this option will also be incorrect because this is starting from fraction, ending to integer. Now we have to see this both. See, if we consider this n minus 1, so this n will be minus 1 plus 1 by 2 will be minus 1 by 2. So this bracket is correct. Now this is 0. If we consider n 0, so 0 plus 1 will be 1 by 2. So this is also correct. Now at 0, fractional part can also be equals to 0. If you will see over here, fractional part equals to 0. So fractional part x is equals to 0 when x belongs to integer, for every integer. For every integer. Okay, students? For every integer. And if you see this one is also integer. So correct answer is option 2. Thank you, students.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।